Coming up today on This Is True Really News.
Less gore?
A revenge.
Sorry, Al.
A revenge tutorial. This one will teach you how to do it.
How to revenge?
How to revenge.
Revenging?
For fun and profit?
That's what I was wondering.
I'm a revenger.
Doesn't roll off the tongue like an
No,
Avenger,
it really
though,
just
does
doesn't. It doesn't. Look, if this is the kind of crap that you think is mildly amusing, hey, you're probably sick the way we are.
Yeah, considering I've got constipation for my first story, so. Constipation and revenge. It's a messy avenue around here.
So if you
like, subscribe,
and follow This Is True Really News. If you find a story we think might be amusing or funny, send it to us at TITR@netradio.network.
Do that.
This is True Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
So, maybe you've seen this on CNN.
Maybe.
People who suffer from chronic constipation now have a high-tech treatment option. A vibrating pill that is to stimulate the colon.
It will.
The capsule is called Vibrant. Has to be prescribed by a doctor. Of course it does. It's taken at bedtime.
Do they come in colors?
And I don't even want to know. It reaches the large intestine about 14 hours after you take it.
Do they light up?
You take it at bed. You're supposed to light up, I think.
Yeah.
After you take it at, like, say, 11.
Yeah. Then
so about 10 the next morning, you should be, if you pardon the expression, good to go. Yeah. Vibrations cause the gut to contract, moving food along nicely. Thank you. Eventually, the capsule is eliminated and makes its way to a sewage treatment plant where it's sifted out and sent to a landfill. There's a job I want.
Great.
What do you do for a living? I recover things. So you have a particular set of skills. Yeah, they're not helpful.
Yeah, it's just bad.
Except for this.
No wonder you smell like poo.
You smell, yes, I do. According to Dr. Eamon Quigley of Houston Methodist Hospital, who's helping test the new technology.
Oh, they've wrangled us Methodists into it, have they?
See how they are? They know a soft touch when they see one. He said most people wouldn't feel it working. A minority could feel it. None of them felt it was being uncomfortable, which is good because I've been just uncomfortable reading this.
Exactly. Have you seen any of the new Schwarzenegger TV show?
I watched it, yes.
Did you see my favorite scene so far is when he turns on his daughter's lipstick case.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's not lipstick.
And now she's trying to turn.
It won't turn. It has to pound it. Yeah.
That made me laugh out loud.
See, as I'm reading this story yesterday, I rewatched True Grit. The Haley Steinfeld and which Bridges was it? Jeff or Bo? I think Jeff Bridges.
I think
Not
Jeff.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it was Jeff.
Anyway, I'm watching that because when she first meets Rooster Cogburn, where is he? He's taking care of his business. You've been in there a long time. Well, sometimes my business takes a while to get done, or something like that, isn't it?
It's just the normal noises in here.
If only he had one of those pills back then. Can you have alcohol when you?
I'm going to have to give that a shot. Dinner and a movie and a pill. Revenge tutorial. Here we go.
I don't think that's what I was thinking, but yeah.
My grandmother had a neighbor who refused to help her repair the fence between their properties. It was still fully functional as a boundary line, but it was falling apart. Any conversation about fixing the fence ended with him saying it was on her property, so it must be her responsibility to repair. Okay, whatever. She took a fall and was hospitalized for a few weeks. Upon her return home, she found a new fence built an extra 5 feet into her property and a bill in the mail from the neighbor. And let me just be the first to say, it takes a lot of damn gall.
Man, let me say, just look up L in the yellow pages.
Yep.
You'll find lawyers that will take this case in a heartbeat.
He argued with her for months that she owed him, saying that the original fence was actually on his property and that where it was now was the boundary line. So My grandmother, not being stupid, got a surveyor, and surprise, the neighbor had taken 5 feet of her yard.
You may not know it, but there are little corner points that they're embedded in the ground.
Yeah, and they can just...
And my wife can find those in a heartbeat. It's
Mhm.
not hard.
At that point, she was already very old and frail and tired of fighting with the neighbor, but she had an ingenious way to get her revenge.
She got him a little vibrating pill.
She planted blackberries along the back fence, and within 2 years, it was covered.
Yeah.
Every year, she'd walk the fence and throw seeds over it because, of course, it was still her yard.
Until it cleared the airspace, I suppose.
Right after 5 years of fighting, the blackberries had reclaimed her property. She's been gone a few years now, but the blackberries remain, and it's her way of haunting her neighbor.
Yo, baby.
He's tried ripping up the ones on his side of the fence.
How's that
on
work?
numerous occasions, but the plants reseed themselves and grow back every year.
What you're going to have to do, dude, is get like rabbits.
But boy, that like blackberries.
They will take those down year 2 tops. Took my
And then
raspberries.
You just plant more.
Little fluffy bastards.
Over to you.
41-year-old Christopher Gaddis, who, as far as we know, is not a rabbit, was holding a cat in his arms. Well, that's good, because if he's a rabbit holding a cat, that's like a suicide thing going on there.
I've seen cats hop.
Was holding a cat in his arms when he was approached by Metro Nashville Police in February. According to WSMV TV, wasn't WSM a big radio station out of Nashville?
Yeah, somewhere.
Was
Is
it
it
Ralph?
WSM?
What's his duck? Remember?
Ralph Macchio?
Waylon even put it in a song. Ralph Emery.
Oh, Ralph Emery. Well, that makes
Waylon
more
even put it in the
sense.
song carrying Ralph Emery on WSM. Anyway.
Oh,
Gaddis had, that's because you're an idiot. Gaddis had 2 outstanding warrants and several decent ones, and officers were trying. And officers were trying to arrest him 2, 3, 4 when he shoved the cat into the face of one of them, leaving several cuts on the officer's hands.
I can see where there would be. Yeah.
Gaddis then kicked
My
the
attack
officer.
cat.
After being treated for his own injuries from the cat, Gaddis was charged with resisting arrest and assaulting an officer
With a cat.
with a cat. Yeah.
Well, really, a mammal of any kind.
Yeah. What he could have been holding a killer whale and you'd have been in the same business.
Or a goldfish. And it's a completely different set of forms you have to fill out.
Oh, God. All that wiggling.
So, back in 9th grade biology, this guy had a really stupid teacher. For quizzes,
How stupid was he?
oh, you're about to find out. For quizzes, they used an online service. Basically, there were written questions where you had to spell the answer perfectly to get points. Okay, so it looked at the test.
So you're in 9th grade biology.
Right,
And you're expected to know these biological terms and be able to spell them.
right. Perfectly to get the points.
All right.
Okay. I took a quiz and I was certain I'd gotten 10 out of 10, but it was graded 7 out of 10. I told the teacher there's something wrong, told him to check the answers. He started implying I was being a smartass, but eventually budged and checked the questions. Turned out
I was a smart ass.
he spelled 3 of the answers incorrectly when making the test. So when I spelled them correctly, it marked them as incorrect. Got the whole class 3 extra points.
Wow. What a world. What a world.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.